Back in September, the Barons lost a thriller in their previous matchup against the Bills. Can Buffalo sweep the series? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The numbers on the ground for Carter a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On first down, Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Quinnen Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Allen going to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Second and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 85 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Allen under pressure, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Yeah, the next-gen stats going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end. Throwing is Allen on third. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. So there's the big arm of Josh Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Another run on second down with Carter. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now it's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play here for Buffalo.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Caught by Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down at 4. Now Allen again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They run here with Singletary. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. John Franklin Myers in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Carter. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Barons are back within a score. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point safely through, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive, 4 plays. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here we go. Let's go.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a first down coming up. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's complete to Diggs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Allen now looks to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play here for Buffalo. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run on first down. Carter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. And they're going to say inside the 35-yard line. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
57 the mark. 57 the mark. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
To the air, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in his first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff for Carter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Play action. Now Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This one caught by Davis. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like, he's going to say it doesn't matter what you put out here. I am having a big-time performance. I'm playing at a big-time level. Just keep throwing me the football.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at the...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Allen looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that? They used to
touchdown. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Barons are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Allen off the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter, been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start in the black and blue division. Chicago hosting Minnesota at Soldier Field. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Big Derrick Henry with a couple of touchdown runs. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Bucs. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bills, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's Deion Dawkins, the left tackle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. $35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. goes the punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Carter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Draw play, Carter. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you. And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. John Franklin Myers, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. A give. This is Michel. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your part? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
And here come the Bills. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They go right back to Singletary.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Allen now on first down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 38, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the defense.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Carter. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run on first down. It's Carter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another tote for Carter. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll run with Carter. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Barons.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Barons are able to widen their advantage. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Buffalo.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And as a result, possession switches hands. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. On 1st down, it's Carter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Right there, 54.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Singletary again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. In need of both the touchdown and the two-point conversion here, down 8.
And it's time to just separate those two in his mind. Okay, the two-point conversion will have to come later. I remember playing for a coach and hearing him tell our quarterback, son, there is no such thing as an 8-point play. So let's not even worry about that. Get it into the end zone. We've got the two-point play cooked up, but let's get to that when the time is right.
They'll be trying to focus on the 6. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Carter to start the drive.
Nifty move. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Carter once more.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Allen and the Bills now down by 8. 1:52 to play. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Allen. And a quick throw here that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Into the hands of Singletary.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Throwing is Allen.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Allen, officially, it's a 1-yard. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Allen. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Now Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
On third down, here's Carter. Carter, a first down and more. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to look deep for more.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. Oh, and an excellent tackle there as they keep him in bounds and hold him to no gain.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This from long, very long range. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a second time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On third down, Wilson.
He'll dump this off to Carter, complete.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here's a give to Carter.
There's the stiff arm. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10.
A handoff for Carter.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
They'll go again with Carter.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up. Now Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They bring their punter out there now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now Allen off the bootleg. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They'll start on the ground. Carter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
On 2nd and 11 now, Wilson.
They'll set up the screen to Carter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Carter, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. Now the Bills will take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they have regained the lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Not
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for our visitors, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it was a game they really needed as they dropped back to 4-6.